Welcome to our deep dive.
Hmm.
Today we're going to be exploring the human experience. How we think, how we react, and how we make sense of the world around us.
Yeah, and we've got a really interesting mix of sources this time around. Scientific studies, personal stories, and even some stuff about dreams.
It's pretty cool how these different, pieces all come together, right? Like, they paint a picture of what it means to be human.
Yeah, definitely. And I think one of the most interesting pieces is this study on trust and agreeableness.
Oh, yeah. I was fascinated by that one. They used a trust game to see how our personality affects who we trust, right?
Right, and you would think that, extroverts would be the most trustworthy.
Yeah, I would think so, too. Outgoing, friendly, but that's not what they found.
No, it turns out agreeableness is way more important.
Much more important for building trust.
Huh.
It makes you think, right?
Hmm.
Like maybe we're all subconsciously picking up on those subtle cues of agreeableness.
Yeah, maybe. It's like we can sense who's genuinely kind and cooperative.
And the study even found that people would exaggerate their agreeableness if they thought it would make someone trust them more.
It's like a social strategy, right?
Hmm.
We want to be seen as trustworthy.
Totally. So it's not just about being agreeable, it's about being seen as agreeable. Do you think this changes how we think about our own interactions?
Definitely. It makes you more aware of the subtle signals we're sending and receiving.
Right. It's like we're all playing this trust game all the time without even realizing it.
Maybe we are. Now let's switch gears a bit and talk about chronic illness.
Yeah, we have some really personal reflections here, like this concept of dual citizenship, belonging to both the world of the well and the world of the sick.
It's a powerful idea. It acknowledges that chronic illness is a reality for so many people.
It really is. 6 in 10 adults in the U.S. have at least one chronic illness, right?
That's right. It's incredibly common. And one author we're looking at shares their story of being diagnosed with chronic Epstein-Barr virus at age 25.
It's a really powerful story. It completely changed their life, their job, their independence.
Yeah, it shows how suddenly chronic illness can enter someone's life, and yet they emphasize moving forward.
Moving forward, not going back.
Right. Not trying to return to some pre-illness ideal, but finding a new normal.
They talk about embracing a quest narrative, not a restitution narrative.
It's about adapting, growing, and creating a fulfilling life within that new reality.
I like that. They also offer some practical advice, right? Like shifting your vocabulary.
Oh, yeah. Like replacing can't with can't.
And restrictions with
Right.
needs.
It's getting rid of should.
It's about focusing on what you can do.
And honoring your limitations.
They also stress the importance of pacing, setting boundaries, and learning your limits.
Finding that sustainable maintenance mode is key.
And of course, having the right support system is huge.
Totally. That means healthcare professionals who get it.
And friends and family who are willing to learn and provide genuine support.
It's about surrounding yourself with people who understand.
Exactly. There's a quote here that really stuck with me. It says, "You can't persuade or enlighten people who don't choose to listen."
So true. And there's this important reminder, too. Chronic illness doesn't mean you have to give up on joy and fun.
Right. It's still important to connect with people.
Find moments of lightness.
Speaking of finding lightness, how about we dive into the world of dreams?
Let's do it. One author describes meeting a recurring figure in their lucid dreams, this older gentleman who insisted he was real.
He even suggested they were sharing a dream space. Makes you wonder what's really happening in our minds when we dream.
It definitely raises some questions about the nature of dream characters. Are they sentient beings?
What can they teach us about our subconscious?
And there's actual research to support this idea of dream characters having some sort of agency.
Really?
Yeah. In one study, lucid dreamers were asked to give their dream characters tasks like writing, drawing, or even solving math problems.
And some of them were able to do it.
Some of them actually succeeded. One dream character even corrected the dreamer on a math problem.
No way. That is wild. It really challenges our understanding of what's possible within the dream world, doesn't it?
It really does. Now, the exact purpose of dreaming is still up for debate,
Oh, for sure.
but there are some interesting theories out there, like the threat simulation theory.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that one. What is it again?
So basically, it suggests that dreams help us rehearse for real-life threats.
Kind of like a mental training ground.
Exactly. And the unpredictable nature of dream characters could definitely play a role in that.
Like our brains are throwing us curveballs in our sleep to make us more adaptable.
Right. And then there's the social simulation theory, which proposes that dreams help us navigate complex social interactions.
Makes you wonder if dream characters are reflections of different parts of ourselves.